Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Wonderland of Ice here in Bridgeport, Connecticut for tonight's SCC semifinal matchup between the home team Fairfield Prep Jesuits going against the visiting Xavier Falcons from Middleton. I'm Phineas Wright, joined alongside my partner tonight, Tommy Berry. And Tommy, playoff hockey is beginning here in the state of Connecticut. Should be a good one, should be a good matchup here tonight between two SCC longtime rivals between the Jesuits and the Falcons here in a semifinal game.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's going to be a really good game. The Jesuits have been able to really bring this season a little bit back as they were in the slumps at the beginning of it. Currently, they are on a 4-game winning streak, which is literally huge for us because, I mean, before we were 4-11, now we're 8-11.
Just in the past couple weeks, they've doubled their record from the rest of the season.
Exactly, and I mean, you can really see it. I mean, we've been able to finish.
Yeah, finally get pucks into the
goal.
Net. Yeah. Their Jesuits right now are outscoring in their past 4 wins. In their 4 straight wins, they are outscoring their opponents 20 goals to only 8.
Yeah, and I mean, you can really see how they've been playing better. I mean, there's a lot better chemistry. It just really seems like they're really into it, really able to sort of get their passes online. Like all the little things that we were going up against, we started doing very, very well. And here's the tournament bracket. Currently, us in the semifinals, and then the Notre Dame West Haven game, which, I mean, if we both advance, is going to be huge because of the huge rivalry between us two teams.
Yeah, of course. So the winner tonight will book themselves a trip to the SCC championship game in West Haven at Bennett Rink. Oh. But yeah, Tommy, as for tonight in this matchup, what are you looking forward to most for things to come?
I mean, I'm obviously looking for a win. I mean, I really want the Jesuits to book in a win, be able to advance, and have an even better chance at the SCC championship since, I mean, you know, you need a win to be able to win in the next game. So, yeah, I mean, I really just want to see the Jesuits pop out today. I believe it was they beat Xavier 7-1 in their last meeting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people say that this game is already good and done with. But, I mean, we still have to see how they play.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Sorry, Tommy, but playoff hockey, you can never count anyone out. Anything is possible. And with 2 conference rivals, truly anything can happen. But just some more things to look forward to tonight. On the opposite side with the Falcons, we have already mentioned the Jesuits' record of 8-11-1. You could see it there on the screen as well. But the Falcons 6-14, and both these teams are coming off games against Northwest Catholic, but 2 very different endings on each side of the ice here tonight. Jesuits game against Northwest Catholic just a few days ago. They won by a good score of 5-1 over Northwest Catholic, whereas the Falcons, a little over a week ago, facing that same Northwest Catholic team, lost 5-3. So that'll be an interesting stat to look for here tonight, as both teams facing the same opponent, but two very different outcomes and that might be a preview of what's to come tonight.
Yeah, I mean, so far, the Jesuits, I mean, there are so many things going in their favor. I mean, that previous matchup with Northwest Catholic, and I mean, their previous meeting, I mean, the stars seemed aligned for them to bring this one home in advance. But, I mean, you never know. As you said, literally like 2 minutes ago, you can't count any team out, and you can't really count any game out. So we'll really see what the Jesuits have going into this. And looks like now they're looking pretty crispy, I got to admit, while looking at these warm-ups. So I'm very excited for how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, not to mention and sorry, I'm going to rephrase that a little bit. If you're going to mention the scoring of the Jesuits these past few games, you also have to mention the goaltending. The goaltending has done very well as well, going back to that stat of outscoring opponents 20-8. So about an average of 2 goals allowed for the Jesuits in their past 4 games. But that's really what they've been like defensively all season. They've lost some close matchups, not allowing very many goals. So their defense has been pretty solid all season, and that's very good for the offense to pick things up and start to get running here in this latter half of the season.
But yeah, for now, we're going to have the lineups and the national anthem. But yeah, I mean, very excited. I mean, the Jesuits have been on a tear recently, as I said earlier, and I haven't really had the chance to make myself in attendance to I would say, half those games. So, I mean, I'm very, very excited to see what they bring to the floor today. And I mean, also, shout out Gavin Burke. He was nominated He was a nominee for Defensive Player of the Year.
And Connor Driscoll as well, nominated for Skater of the Year. So a couple award nominees for this Jesuit squad.
Yeah, Driscoll, Skater of the Year, and Burke, Defensive Player of the Year. We need that.
as you just saw on the stats on your screen, we briefly mentioned it earlier, but the last matchup between these two teams did see the Jesuits come away with a 7-1 victory. So we'll see. Of course, the Jesuits are looking for an ideal game to that one as well. That they were just firing on all cylinders in that game. And if you're the Falcons, you do not want to have the same outcome as last time and maybe come away with an upset here. As we mentioned before, a lot of people are kind of counting the Falcons out here. So they're definitely looking to go against that narrative. But the opening face-off now, tonight's SCC conference semi-final game. It's tied up in the Jesuit zone. Quick shot there, saved by Rodrigue. Nifty pass by Driscoll between the legs, trying to get it over for Reynolds. But now, Driscoll again, trying to get a shot away. Nice hit there by Burke. Driscoll sends it up to the blue line, saved and blocked by the Falcons. Falcons looking to take it down the other way. Big collision center ice between Burke. Pretty physical so far between these two teams to start off this game. A lot happening in the neutral zone as a shot from the point is Sola.
Yeah, I mean, that big hit is why Burke is in contention for being Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's just really great at being able to lay down those hits. He's not afraid to be physical, and that he always uses that as a tool and an asset. And he always has really good hits, not just ones to lay his man out, but to actually advance the play.
Lots of tie-up so far here in the neutral zone. Xavier trying to send it down. No one there to receive the pass through the center right down to Rodrigue as he's able to ice it just about 2.5 minutes into the game. No, a minute and a half, my mistake.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier is really coming out of here sort of extremely hard and just with the ability to really move around this puck. We saw it on that defensive side. I mean, once they got into that neutral zone, they were really able to, huge play here from Prep.
Yeah, here's Tuvlin. Tuvlin, nice speed, trying to collect the puck. A good defensive play here, and we're going to get a penalty now on the Jesuits. I believe that's going to be Tuvlin on the tripping call here. And that will put Xavier on the power play for the first time tonight, and it's an early one, not even 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, you really do not want to see this early into a game.
Calling it a cross-check.
But yeah, you really do not want to see a power play this early into the game for the Jesuits. I mean, you don't want to have Xavier have any momentum going into the rest of this period in the game as a whole.
Okay, so quick shot there by Dylan Tornio. Xavier now trying to set up. Jesuits looking to clear it, can't quite get there as they have to collect back in their own zone. This time they send it down the ice, and it does convert to kill some time off of the power play. Xavier, a little bit of a mishandle of the puck in their own zone now. Trying to get something going, a pass through center ice, blocked by their own player, and Xavier still tied up in their own zone. And now, here's a chance for the Jesuits. A shot is saved there by Mateo. Mitch Klawowski.
Sorry.
Bless you. Xavier, not much going for them here on the power play. Under a minute now, 45 seconds to be exact. Trying to send it down center ice. Just heavy contention there by the Jesuits. Trying to Send it down the boards, and they complete it again, but all the way to collect is Pooley. Pooley can't collect, and that one is converted by Nathan Gatos. Gatos now. Gatos is going to get caught off sides, and we'll get a face-off. Now to face-off, we'll see Montesanto and Luca Bosco. Won by Montesanto for the Falcons. Sola sends it around the boards, looking for Burke there, but collected by the Falcons. Burke trying to get it out once again, but collected. Shot there by Gatos. Sola sends it down ice, miss. Missed tap, and Taylor there to collect, trying to send it inside, center pass. The one-time shot is saved. Very good opportunity there for the Jesuits. Michalewski moving off, but now it's Taylor again. Taylor trying to get free, heavy contention there, but Luca Bosco able to come up with the missed pass. And Xavier, though, going the other way now. Here's a chance. Xavier looking for a fast break opportunity, trying to go across ice. Can't finish it. Is number 15, Tyler Rosa. Xavier doing a pretty good job in the neutral zone there, but the Jesuits taking it right back. Taylor wide open in the center of the Xavier zone, but can't get free. Hamray going across. Across once again. That'll be frozen by Rodrigue. Now at the face-off dot, we'll see Jarvis up against Reynolds. Reynolds, the captain for the Jesuits, wins the face-off there. Now it's Driscoll. Driscoll, we know he's got some speed, up for Skater of the Year. Schwartz hands it over to Reynolds. Reynolds up to the blue line for Burke. Oh no, that's not Burke, that's Shahaj. Reynolds trying to center it, get free, but now it's going the other way. Sent down, nice hip check there by Shahaj. Right over by the Jesuits bench.
Yeah, really like that hip check. You don't really see it a lot so far, but as the season has gone on, Jesuits have been utilizing it so much more. And I mean, that's sort of the Sola special, as I'd like to say it. So really good play there from Shahaj.
Reynolds able to collect. Shot there from the point, almost tipped in by DeLuca. DeLuca, a little bit of a Chris Kreider impression there, trying to curl it around now. DeLuca, no, in center ice by himself, just misses left.
Third time's a charm, DeLuca. And he's trying to get it for a fourth.
Still, puck is free. DeLuca trying to get a second chance at it, or a fourth chance, I might say. But that one is frozen by Michalewski.
Yeah, I mean, DeLuca really tried to do everything there. He was always in the right spot. I mean, that first tip, really, really close, almost went in, and then he was able to get that recovery, try to curl it around, get it in, but the goalie did a great job at getting cross crease very, very fast whenever he wasn't recovered. And then DeLuca just open net, not even open net, just open ice, so much space, and just ripped it. Missed it, though.
Multiple opportunities. DeLuca still fighting hard, though, trying to get another chance at it. It's Hicks trying to be a little shifty there. Puck gets taken away. There's with a little backhand trying to go down, and here's Pooley. Pooley's shot blockered away by Michalewski. Hicks now. Hicks has some room, gives it to Ayers, back down to Hicks. Hicks now going up to the blue line, tries to play it across. Baum trying to send it inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a tripping call up and coming here. Don't didn't see who it was on, as it was going to be on number 17 for Xavier, William Hamre. Hamre with the tripping call will give the Jesuits their first power play now of the night.
I really liked how Hicks was able to handle the puck there. He had 2 defenders on it, was able to stay calm under that situation, give it out to Ayers. It was like they were playing a game of hot potato. And then just to put the icing on top, he was able to get that cross-ice pass straight to, I believe it was Sola.
Yeah, and Hicks trying to go for another shot there. He's been given some open ice here these last couple offensive possessions, but now taken away. Xavier's just going to elect to send it down the boards to kill some time, but Sola's back in the corner there to defend and get the puck back in favor of the Jesuits. DeLuca now down the far side of the ice. DeLuca tied up there, and the puck sent back down by Xavier. Is going to be stopped by Rodrigue for Driscoll to receive it. Driscoll behind Rodrigue now. Elects to go to his right. Driscoll now skating down the ice, shifting back and forth. Driscoll almost getting through every defender, as Sola going for another hip check there. Back to the hip check, as Tommy said a moment ago. Hicks tied up at the blue line, just trying to send it back down the other way, and Hicks comes away with it now. Hicks backhands it across ice, is intercepted. Now it's Hennessy. Gets free. Xavier down the ice with a short-handed opportunity, and they score. That's Paul Passis getting the first goal of the game and giving Xavier the 1-0 lead with 6:40 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, huge goal there from Paul Passis. Sola tried to stop that puck with his skate, but Passis just did a really good job at reacting to that, scooping up the puck and just being able to get a 1-on-0 opportunity for Xavier. I mean, short-handed man down. I mean, that's just such a great play there from Passis.
Jesuits kind of caught themselves maybe a little bit there in the offensive zone, especially the defenders caught themselves a little bit too far forward, and that gave away for Passis to have some room and just walk right in and cash that one home.
Passis, I mean, really used his speed there. Sort of came out of nowhere. Sola definitely did not see him come up the ice that fast, and I mean, he was just able to get such a great play there.
But here's Tovlin, and he's going to get called for offsides.
Yeah, the Jesuits definitely wished for that one to come back. As you said, I mean, it was a really good observation. Some of the defensemen were a little too far forward, weren't able to react to passes coming, I mean, sort of like a bullet.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. Passes just had a wide open room in front of him. Took it, got the nice pass as well. The lead pass to go ahead for the goal. But now here, nifting his way through is Burke, trying to go across for Ayers. Luca Bosco trying to stop it at the blue line. Has to send it down. Xavier, a lot of just, so far early in this game, a lot of just sending it down the ice. Not much offensive possessions. I mean, their goal also was just a breakaway, so not much of an offensive possession there, but really can't get anything going in the offensive zone for Xavier, just sending it down, but they have the 1-0 lead early in this game. Face-off won by the Jesuits. Reynolds trying to go for the quick shot. Goes over the net. Jesuits still trying to keep possession of it, but Xavier sending it into the neutral zone. Shahaj gives it off for Taylor. Jack Taylor tied up with the Xavier defender. Looking to throw a hit was Grayson Walker. Still tying up there in the corner. Shahaj backhands it down. Now the Falcons. Puck open in front of this Falcon net. And I believe we're going to get another power play here for the Jesuits.
Yeah, I really like the play there, especially from Jack Taylor. He was able to recover that, or Shahaj actually was the one that was able to recover the puck, get it around side to the near boards, and Taylor was just able to go to work. I mean, after some recoveries from Xavier, he was finally able to go and get it, pass it off, and get that shot to get rebounded right in front of the net. I mean, if they keep on do that, if they keep on, oh my gosh, if the Jesuits keep on doing that, Xavier will eventually let one down.
And the penalty is going to be on John Montesanto, number 23 for the Falcons. Cross-checking will be the call. So the Jesuits already on their second power play of the game here obviously don't want the same result as their last one, allowing a shorthanded goal, but nice send-in by Hicks, looking for the tip there in front of the net as DeLuca now holds it before giving it off to Hicks. Hicks back down to DeLuca. DeLuca spinning. Back around the boards. Looking for Reynolds. Reynolds in the far right corner. DeLuca able to come away with it. DeLuca trying to get it inside. Gets free for Hicks. Sola now up at the blue line. Sola back over for Hicks. Hicks trying to send it inside. Jesuits, pretty good job, though, of setting up their power play. Looking for the open pass, looking for the open shot there. Nice passing as Driscoll is looking to come inside. Baum tries to center it for Baum, but Baum's backhander gets tipped up into the netting.
Yeah, Driscoll, I mean, really showing off why he was nominated for Skate of the Year there. Just came down. Speaking of bullets from...
very swift.
Yeah, Pat Swift. Yeah, he actually has like a potion of swiftness. I'm not even joking. I saw him pop it before. But he was able to get down and sort of just be able to go to work. He centered that perfectly, but it seemed like Baum just wasn't on the same page as him, wasn't able to recover that puck off that pass enough. So that could have been a huge play there for the Jesuits.
But now Burke, 40 seconds to go here on the Jesuits power play. Burke, good job of taking it through his own zone, and now on the other end, Burke, he's going to take a shot, and he scores coast to coast. Gavin Burke.
Oh my gosh.
Have yourself a highlight.
I'm doing everything in my power not to scream my head off. Gavin Burke, coast to coast, just able, I mean, that Defensive Player of the Year. It's actually wraps after that play. He had the shortest angle of all time, got tripped up twice on that, was able to still keep a hold of that puck, and was able to literally get it bar down. Wow.
And first off, that's a power play goal for the Jesuits. And second off, you know it's a good goal when the crowd doesn't even realize it went in. What a sequence there from Gavin Burke, collecting the puck in his own zone. Gets around at least 3 defenders and sneaks that one past the right shoulder of Michalewski. Now the Jesuits setting up their offense again. Tie game now, 1-1 after the power play goal by Gavin Burke. Sent on net, still free in front. Baum trying to backhand it. Dive block there by number 10, Griffin Mansky. Mansky now trying to send it down the boards, and does. Now maybe a 2-on-1 chance for the Falcons, but that one's gloved by Rodrigue. And we got some extracurriculars behind the net.
Yeah, not the greatest there, but yeah, very good 2-on-1 opportunity there from Xavier. Just really able to push it down that neutral zone, get on that break, and take advantage of it. I mean, Charlie Rodrigue, great save there. Was able to sort of gobble that up. Not even sort of, just completely did, like it was a Thanksgiving dinner. And yeah, just made a very, very good play in the process.
Face off a bit tied up there. One over to the left by the Jesuits. Schwartz backhands it down the boards. Driscoll over to Ayers behind the net. Ayers now sends it, trying to send it cross ice. That one gets up into the rafters though. And we got tied up in center ice.
Yeah, a lot of beef between these two teams, but yeah, very good idea there from Ayers, trying to get it up in the air, get it cross ice to, I believe, I may be wrong, I believe it may have been Schwartz on that opposite side. or it may even be Brooks, on that opposite side and sort of just get a free break and a free shot on goal. So I like that play from Ayers, just mess it up in the process.
Face-off eventually kept in by the Falcons, trying to send it down to the corner. The Jesuits coming away with it once again. Cross-ice pass. Driscoll trying to play it up for Reynolds. Reynolds can't reach it, just a little too far in front of him there. But the slap shot from the point by Walsh gets on net. Reynolds now in the far corner, laying out a man as he plays for the puck.
Brooks, bro.
Some tie-ups here in center ice. Big hit late on Walsh. Now the Falcons down the near boards, taken away by Schwartz. Schwartz inside for Driscoll. Driscoll tries to send a shot, just goes wide. Shahaj bounces it off the boards. Free in center ice. Shahaj, send it inside for Schwartz. Schwartz tied up and taken away there by Mansky. And now going the other way, it's the Falcons.
Yeah, I wish you guys were able to see this roster list, possibly the craziest last names I've maybe ever seen in my life. But I just really want to shout out Brooks Reynolds there. I mean, his man tried to lay him out, and he actually
ate the hit.
He ate it, and his man literally, actually did a flip on the ice.
It's kind of like if anyone's ever seen the movie Black Panther, Black Panther's new suit just absorbed the energy.
Yeah, that's actually true. I'm so serious. I saw that happen in real time.
But Sola, nice pass down for DeLuca as DeLuca trying to leave it off for Burke. Burke has to send it to the end boards. Pretty fast-paced here in this game so far. Sola up at the blue line, trying to evade as many hits as he can. Dangles through a man. Puck trying to get sent inside. Sola looking to lay a hit. Puck sent down the other way. Burke racing for it now. But as the race came to a head, the period has concluded. So at the end of the first period, 1-1 score, all tied up here. The tying goal by Gavin Burke late in the first period. But as for us here, we'll be back in just a few moments to get ready for second period action.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. Two big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch, figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election. Yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius' letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad majorem Dei gloria. Hail Fairfield Prep.
When I first joined the ASC program, one of the first things that I was thinking about was teaching and coaching. I had seen greats like Rudy Moritz and Matt Sather have graduated college, joined Prep as a faculty member and as a coach. As a history major in college, that's sort of something that I was thinking about and wanting to explore. When I started in fall of 22, it was coaching and teaching and so much more. Really the two areas that I found myself working in the most were admissions and advancement work. On the admission side, engaging with parents, prospective students, and you were going to schools, you were making phone calls, it was very engaging. And then on the advancement side, that was mostly talking to alums, soliciting them for gifts, in addition to the events that you do for reunion and for Jesuits on Taps and all those things I found myself really enjoying. Even if you're unsure if education is what you want, there's probably an avenue within either accounting or admissions, guidance, campus ministry, coaching. There's probably something there for you that will excite you, that will make you want to get up in the morning to go to work and enjoy your time for those 10 months in the ASC program.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community.
Welcome back, everyone, into Wonderland of Ice here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, as we're now getting ready to get set for second period action here tonight for this SCC semifinal matchup with a trip to head to the SCC Conference Championship between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Xavier Falcons. And Tommy, at the end of the first period, we've got a 1-1 tie, all tied up.
Yes, we do. I mean, Gavin Burke making so many plays on both sides of the ice. I mean, defensively, he's laid down a few huge hits, has gotten some very good checks, gotten the puck. I mean, he's just been having an all day, and then can't even get started.
I'd say that was maybe one of the nicest plays I've seen all season.
100%. I mean, that dangle, the way he went coast to coast, a defenseman, and now that just adds to his campaign of Defensive Player of the Year. So, I mean, he's just there's no words. I'm literally dumbfounded on what to say. Just one of the best goals I've seen.
Yeah, without a doubt. But now we're here getting ready for second period action at the faceoff. We'll see Brooks Reynolds for the Jesuits and number 24, Tyson Jarvis for the Falcons. One there by Reynolds. Jarvis now in his own zone collects. Jarvis into the neutral zone. Schwartz able to send it back further now as Reynolds now. Reynolds and Schwartz back and forth a little bit here. Schwartz looking across for Driscoll. Can't connect. Now played behind the net here. Schwartz throwing a hit in that near corner towards the left side. But now it's Falcons the other way. Sola looking to throw a hit, evades. Jarvis throwing a shot, hits his own man. Jarvis kind of all over the ice here in these first couple seconds of the second period. Falcons trying to set something up here. Jarvis sends it into no man's land. Has to hold it at the blue line before going across. Can't draw an offside there as it's sent around the boards now. Gatos sends it behind. Now it's sent up, can't collect. That will be an icing on the Jesuits. We'll get a face-off back in their own zone now.
Yeah, the Jesuits definitely needed some fresh legs there. I sort of like that icing play there. I mean, I know he was trying to tip it off that Xavier player near the red line, but either way, it's sort of a win-win situation here for the Jesuits. Get some new fresh legs on and sort of just be ready.
Face-off one there by Luca Bosco. Now it's Tuvlin. Tuvlin with the chance, trying to go cross to Bosco, but tipped in the way. Now it's Pooley. Pooley sending on net. Hits just behind the right post. Pooley able to stop it at the blue line. Luca Bosco getting a little physical now. Tuvlin up for Pooley. Pooley at the blue line takes a shot, trying to look for a deflection, was Baum. And Bosco sends it back around, trying to center it there. Tuvlin back down on the end line. Tuvlin up to Pooley. Pooley's shot through traffic is saved. Trying to get sent away, but Ayers able to stop it. Jesuits keeping some pressure here now. Tuvlin up for Pooley. Looking for a tip was Bosco, sent in front. Got open, but sent down for an icing, and that's a good icing if you are the Falcons, because gotta stop some of that pressure by the Jesuits.
Yeah, I mean, the Jesuits were sort of just peppering that goalie, and it's completely full of shots. I mean, eventually one shot is going to go on. You miss 100% of shots you don't take, and I mean, that was sort of also a little bit of a dirty late hit there on the end on Luca Bosco. I know the refs didn't see it, but had a lot of the crowd upset.
Now the face-off is DeLuca. They're going to have to blow the whistle there. DeLuca went a little early. Hicks coming in now at the face-off dot for DeLuca. Played back into the neutral zone. Walsh sends it down the half boards. Gatos trying to get it out, and eventually the Falcons do. DeLuca sending it down. Looking to grab it was Liam Pooley. Walsh pins his man into the corner as the Falcons are behind the Jesuits net now. passes. Tough fight there with Walsh in the corner, and we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, I mean, you said it earlier on in the game, Finn, how Xavier, whenever they do get in the offensive zone, whenever they do get some time in possession, that they aren't really able to do a whole lot of it. I mean, that one goal was off a great play there from Passes, just, reading that deflection there from Sola. But once they actually do get in the offensive zone, the Jesuits do such a great job at defending them, stopping any breakaway passes. And, they're always hungry. They're always chasing for that puck whenever it hits the boards or behind the goal. So just a really good job there all around.
Yeah, but now the Falcons are going to go on to the power play for the second time this game from the penalty by DeLuca. So Matt DeLuca in the box for the Jesuits will give the man-up advantage to the Falcons. Jesuits doing a good job here of keeping it out, and now Reynolds looking to race for it. Jesuits may have a fast break opportunity if they could get there. Burke, crowd went wild for a second, and it looked like Burke almost tipped it in for a second of the day, but just hit the outside netting. Burke now tied up in the corner with 3 Falcons on him. Burke just pinning it there in the end boards. And Burke's going to get sent to the ground, looking for a call there. But now the other way, Hicks. Hicks has got some speed. He collects in his own zone. Hicks now going the other way, trying to evade. Collected by the Falcons. Falcons. Ayers sends it around the boards and gets all the way back down. The Falcons didn't even see that puck pass them. 45 seconds on the Xavier power play. Driscoll looking to poke it away there, but keeps it in his hands is Montesanto. Ayers, after trying to send it around the boards, goes up into the netting.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost a huge play there for the Jesuits. Getting that breakaway there from Brooks, just able to resuscitate it, get it up in the air, and Burke almost got that in. Would have been in second of the day, as you said, Finn, and it really would have been the cherry on top of the icing for such a great day already.
Yeah, completely. Jesuits send it down again with 20 to go on the Xavier power play. Schwartz, though, using his speed, almost beating his man to the puck there. Still fighting in the corner. Good forecheck here by Schwartz. Now it's Pooley. Tyler Pooley able to clear it out, and now Luca Bosco. Luca Bosco with the chance. Trying to go through, trying to wrist shot it on net, and then the backhand by Henry Schwartz. Lots of shots so far for the Jesuits and lots of opportunities here in the second period. All even as well now on the ice. Power play for the Falcons has come to an end. Driscoll in open ice. Sends a wrist shot down just over the net. Now puck tied up in the far left corner. Sent around by Schwartz. Driscoll leaves it for Ayers to collect it in the half boards. Ayers around the net, trying to wrap it around. Bosco up to Driscoll now. Back to Bosco. Bosco cross ice here for Pooley. Tyler Pooley shot. Saved there. Ayers looking to send another one on, just goes high. Driscoll stops it at the blue line, trying to walk the line now, gives it back off for Pooley. Just misses Pooley, but Pooley there to collect it off of the bounce off of the boards. Pooley again now, cross for Driscoll. Jesuits. The shot by Driscoll now sent up into the netting. And quickly, before we get to our next face-off, we're just going to give a quick shout-out to the Pooley's grandmother. Barb Pooley is watching all the way down from Florida.
Yeah, thank you, Barb, for watching the stream. All the way from Florida, that's pretty crazy. But, yeah, just the Jesuits, just so many shots on net. That's why they've been able to outscore their opponents they've just been becoming more comfortable on the offensive side of the puck, getting some open looks. Sorry, I had to pause for that for a moment.
Yeah, the shot by DeLuca again on net.
Yeah, DeLuca, that could have been a really crafty one, but yeah. The shots, yeah, that's why the Jesuits have been able to get so many more goals. I mean, they're shooting so much more. Whenever Rodrigue was getting peppered with shots, they are now doing that treatment to the other team. So that's a huge part of their success.
Yeah, and here the Jesuits once again. Taylor trying to get it inside. Now puck sent down. Walsh is there to collect for the Jesuits as Walsh sends it down ice looking for Taylor. That will be an icing.
Yeah, but I mean, also mentioned it already in that little monologue I had, but the Jesuits just way more comfortable with the puck. I mean, handling the puck, and they're not afraid to get craftier with their passes now. I mean, before it seemed like they were a little hesitant to every move that they did, and that sort of whenever you play really good defenses, as they did at the beginning of the season. Not saying that Xavier's not a good defense, they are. I mean, the defenses are able to pick up on that, able to rotate fast enough and eventually get a man off guard, get a man on boards, and usually they'll come away with it. So the Jesuits have had such improvement this season, and especially in the last, I would say, 8 or so games.
Yeah, and it may have taken a little bit of time, but the Jesuits definitely, like you said, Tommy, definitely seem to be a lot more comfortable here as a squad, and the chem just seems to be up and by a ton here in this later portion of the season.
Most definitely.
Now we're going to get a face-off here. Back in Xavier's zone. Now the face-off's going to come here to the right of Michalewski. In Xavier's zone, one there by Reynolds. He gets it to his left over to Driscoll as Driscoll up for Sola and Sola over for Hicks. Hicks looking to send it on net and looking for the tip in front was Reynolds. Driscoll, another tip by Reynolds. Doesn't quite get into the netting, stays in play here as Sola backhands it back down for Driscoll. Driscoll makes a move and gets free. Driscoll's shot wide. Reynolds backhands it around for Driscoll. Driscoll still looking very swift out there on the ice all over this offensive zone. Sola's shot maybe just slightly whiffed there and goes wide. Reynolds now up for Hicks. Hicks over for Sola. Sola, fake slap shot there. Gives it over for Driscoll. Driscoll looking to send it inside. Driscoll again loses a little bit of control of the puck and has to take it back down to his own zone, and he leaves it off for Sola. Sola down for Hicks. Hicks sends it inside. Reynolds maybe looking to send it back over again before mishandling it, and the puck goes down into Jesuits zone. And a couple Jesuits will get a change here. This Driscoll, though, still seems to have a lot of energy. Looking to send it up at the blue line, saved there at the change by Ayers. Now it's DeLuca behind the net. DeLuca, hard stop, trying to go back. Center on the boards. Ayers can't stop it at the blue line. He'll have to go grab it in his own zone now. Driscoll, long shift for him here. So he leaves it off for Burke. Burke with some space. Burke's shot up into the netting. And Driscoll will finally get a change here.
Yeah, I think he was on for maybe the majority of that power play. That was minute 50 at least. And yeah, I'm surprised he was so energetic. I mean, he definitely held the puck a lot, definitely made a lot of plays here for the Jesuits. But I know the Jesuits aren't as happy as they would be, as they haven't gotten too many shots on this power play. A lot of mishandling of the puck.
Yeah, and after Ayers Couldn't save the puck there at the blue line, but a giveaway here by Xavier. Sent inside and they score! Broden Baum off the centering pass from Luca Bosco.
I mean, that's just the junior squad right there. I mean, Luca Bosco and
Broden Baum.
Sorry, technical difficulties there. My mic just cut out completely. But yeah, Broden Baum from Bosco, that was just such a great centering pass. I've seen Bosco do that a few times already in this game, just be able to get that in. But most of the time it has gotten denied by Xavier. So that one time it was able to get through. Baum was right there and was able to put it right into that goal.
Yeah,
great goal there from the junior.
Good awareness and unselfishness by Bosco. Had picked up the puck with a lane to the goal, got inside and sees a wide open Baum with an open net, and quickly drops it off for him to send that one to the back of the net to give the Jesuits a 2-1 lead here in the second period, and now looking to extend that lead as the puck still free in front. Eventually now it gets to the end boards, and we're going to get a penalty, high sticking call here.
Yeah, almost another goal there, and Bosco definitely trying to recover that one.
I think Bosco's heading off now for the high stick.
Yeah, I mean, Bosco on that shot, he sort of used his body to sort of, I mean, I would say deflect it a little bit towards the net. He jumped up for that one. And, I mean, it almost worked. It was right there on net, but unable to actually get in. But now we're going to have to see this Jesuits power play, which we haven't seen since, I mean, I believe it was 2 minutes into the first period.
And here's a chance after the mishandle. Reynolds trying to get there, can't. So the Falcons now on their third power play of the game. Haven't been able to get anything on their previous two. And now down by one. Trying to center it. Hicks is able to give it out, but Hicks has some speed now. Hicks trying to race for the puck. Sent off the corner of the boards. Quick stop and change. Now the puck in the half boards. Reynolds able to backhand it out of the zone. And here's Hicks. Hicks using his speed once again to get to the puck, looking for a man down or a shorthanded opportunity as the pass for Burke goes wide. And now Xavier on the power play, trying to send it inside. Schwartz, good defensive play there, getting across, and now it's Driscoll with the puck. Driscoll with some space. Driscoll is saved by Michalewski.
Great save there from Michalewski. I mean, he sort of read Driscoll like a book there, saw exactly what he was doing, went right cross net to, or cross crease to block that shot. So, I mean, just really great save there, especially from such a talented and sort of skilled player like Driscoll. I know he wasn't loving that one, but he'll most likely have more opportunities for that in the rest of this game.
Yeah, but a good shorthanded opportunity there. And here's Xavier still on the power play. 30 seconds to go, and they score! It's Passes again!
Passes has been absolutely putting on a show. 2 goals for him. Number 19, Paul Passes, the junior out of East Lyme.
On the power play.
I mean, that's huge. I saw a huge hit there from, I believe it was Burke on those near boards. And I thought we completely had the puck, but Passes, that great cross ice pass. Here we see that huge hit I was just talking about, was able to get it across the ice, and Rodriguez just wasn't able to react in time.
Yeah, speaking of third time's the charm, third power play opportunity for the Falcons. Finally get one to cash in, and that one ties up the game at 2. Just under 2.5 left to go here in the second period, and we're back to a tie game. Xavier now maybe with a little bit of momentum. But that one will be an icing.
Yeah, 2:12 left in this period. It's dwindling down currently. And I mean, Xavier just to come back and tie it whenever the Jesuits seem to have all the momentum in the world. I mean, they've had the puck for such a long time during this period. I would even argue like 3/4 of this period has been in the Jesuits' possession. So just a great way to come back and utilize like their offense. I mean, they haven't been doing it a whole lot this game, but the Jesuits were caught off guard. And Xavier shows why it's not smart to have a defensive breakdown against a team like this.
And now Walker is going to get caught off sides.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it earlier. A lot of these really good teams are able to pick up on those little opportunities, little bits of hesitation. And Xavier is one of those teams. They were able to get and pick up off that little man-down situation there from the Jesuits. And just really, I mean, get a goal out of it.
Yeah, now the Jesuits able to still hold the puck in Xavier's zone. And another call coming up here on the Jesuits will put Xavier right back on the power play. So with 1:35 left in the second period, the Falcons have a chance to go into the third man up unless they could obviously score. And Grayson Walker is getting sent out of the game.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen somebody get sent out of the game since one of the first games of the season.
Yeah, Grayson Walker hit a man in the corner. And he's going to get a 5-minute major on that. And he is sent out of the game. Will not be able to return. So the Falcons, very good opportunity for them here with 1:35 left in the second, and will go into the third man up opportunity. So if there's a time to take a lead, this is it for the Falcons. And if you're the Jesuits, this is the most gritty you have to play maybe so far all season.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Jesuits haven't had a 5-minute penalty in who knows long. And yeah, exactly as you said, Finn, 1:35 in this period. And I mean, the penalty's just going to just cross over from period to period. And Xavier just has such a great opportunity to get a goal. If they don't get one in this period, they'll be able to talk it over a little bit while the Zamboni's out and, you know, formulate a game plan against this 5-on-4.
And to serve the penalty in the box for the Jesuits is going to be Joey DeGioia. Xavier winning the faceoff. Shot goes wide. Hicks looking to clear it out. He gets it out of the zone. Here's Brooks Reynolds. Brooks Reynolds, wouldn't this be an insane shorthanded goal? Can't connect on the opportunity, but does keep the puck in Xavier's zone. And in a good position to look to kill some time. Sent off the half boards. Will be frozen by Rodrigue.
Yeah, really great breakaway there on that little bit of a rush from Brooks Reynolds. Just able, I mean, both him and Driscoll went on the same side of that goalie, and he was just able to make a great save 2 times in a row. So, I mean, I think that might be noted for the Jesuits. Don't go on his far side, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Michalewski's definitely picked it up here. He's had some great saves so far in this game, and that's something, like you said, Tommy, the Jesuits are going to have to look out for. But the Jesuits still just trying to keep it out of their own zone for as long as they can, at least to get to the intermission. As Ayers does send it around. And to go collect is number 10 for the Falcons, the captain, Griffin Mansky, as Falcons looking for opportunity here. passes, sends it around. Sent on net, Rodrigue with the first save. And he grabs it with his glove out of the air to freeze the puck and get a face-off with 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great glove there from Rodrigue. It seemed like that pass was trying to get centered, and he was just able to put his hand in that lane and was able to get it. So great play there from the sophomore. It's weird not calling him a freshman.
Yeah, true. Completely right, Tommy. But I mean, he's playing like a veteran out there, and that freshman experience last season definitely allowed him to. But here's an opportunity for the Falcons. 2-on-1 opportunity, sends it across. What a save by Rodrigue! Cross crease. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, that was one of the grossest goals I've ever seen in my 18 years on this earth. Charlie Rodrigue.
That's a confidence builder.
Oh my gosh.
If I've ever seen it.
That pass it was passed off cross ice, and Rodrigue reacted to it beautifully, instantly, and full on dove straight into the man's stick. So just a great save there, leaving 1.4 left on the clock for this period.
And after that face-off, that will do it for second period action. Charlie Rodrigue with the beautiful save to end the period and send us into the intermission. But we'll be back soon for what should be a very exciting third period as the teams are still chopping it up, head into the locker room. Be back in a few.
A collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of prep go forth and transform the world.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes, and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving.
Committed to doing justice.
These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate.
Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. Two big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch, figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius' letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad maiorem.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back into Wonderland of Ice in Bridgeport, Connecticut, as we're getting ready for third period action of tonight's SCC semifinals matchup between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Xavier Falcons. We are all tied up once again heading in to the third period. 2-2 is our score, and after a 5-minute major by Grayson Walker late in the second period, the Falcons still have 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on their power play. So this will be a very interesting this will be a very interesting couple of minutes to see how aggressive Xavier plays and see how gritty this Jesuits penalty kill is. As Xavier now playing the puck. Reynolds. Jesuits looking to just keep as much time away from their zone as they can. Making a hit there was Pooley and sends it down to the net. It's left off, but Hicks able to grab it in the corner. He'll look to just keep it in there as long as he can. Backhands it back around the boards. Now the Falcons going the other way. Gatos. Sent down again, and the lone man to receive it after the clear is going to be Schwartz. Schwartz behind is going to look to curl it. Wraparound opportunity there. Sola around the boards, shot from the point by Gatos, went wide, and Rodrigue went out to freeze it for a face-off with 2:03 left for the Falcons. So just about a normal power play opportunity for them here. Driscoll now in for Schwartz at the face-off. Trying to shoot it off of the face. Gatos high shot. And Schwartz looking to get it out, cannot, but Driscoll there to help it, and now he leaves it off for Schwartz. Schwartz trying to look for some space, trying to dangle. Puck gets free, but still kept in Xavier's zone. Driscoll looking to intercept, can't. Pass connects for the Falcons, but it's taken away here by Sola. Sola's just gonna try to give it off for Schwartz, but eventually pins itself into the back corner. Falcons going the other way here now. Tipped out, and now they'll need to recover. Chipped in to the Jesuits zone. Shot on net, saved by Rodrigue. 40 seconds to go here in the Xavier power play. And here go the Jesuits the other way. Gavin Burke, one of the 2 Jesuits goals in this game. Baum, good contention there at the blue line, keeps the puck in Xavier's zone as Burke, fighting through every defender, leaves it off for Baum, who has the second goal, and this one will bring up a penalty on the Falcons.
Yeah, Burke really put it into overtime there, was able to dangle perfectly, get around his defenders, which, I mean, has been the biggest trait and the biggest strength of this Jesuit offense today. And he was able to eventually, after so many different altercations with different Falcons, he was able to center it perfectly into the ice, but Baum was just unable to go and receive that puck correctly.
And Drew Maxwell, number 22 for the Falcons, is going to head to the box, and the Jesuits' penalty kill has brought this to a 4-on-4, and if they can kill, their previous 5-minute major will have a power play opportunity. Sola sends it around the boards for Reynolds. Reynolds tied up in the half boards. Puck gets free and into the hands of the Falcons, but sent back down the other way. Gatos trying to play through, and the Jesuits' power play, the Jesuits' penalty is officially complete. The 5-minute major killed well by the Jesuits. As now DeLuca's shot is tipped up high and hits back at the flag. So now the Jesuits, after killing that previous penalty, will now be man up for 1 minute and 27 seconds here from the Maxwell penalty.
Yeah, I mean, the Jesuits just had a beautiful 5 minutes killing that penalty, having some great offensive looks as well, which was actually the first goal for the Falcons, that little breakaway on that power play. So, I mean, the Jesuits definitely had it at moments, but were unable to finish. And now, I mean, now that they have their 5th player, it seems as good as good.
Yeah, Sola able to stop the deflected shot at the blue line, trying to give it inside to DeLuca for the one-timer. Good chance there by Matthew DeLuca. Shot there goes wide by Driscoll. Hicks tied up at the end boards, gets the puck free for Reynolds. Solo for Driscoll. Driscoll some room, takes a shot, is gobbled up in the stomach of Michalewski.
Yeah, Michalewski has been having a very, very good game. Saw a few amazing saves. Those two 1-on-0 opportunities for Prep from Driscoll and Reynolds. Just cross save with the pad. Great saves, and I mean, he's really been showing out today. He's definitely been one of the best players, probably next passes for Xavier today.
Shot there from the point by Burke, gets free. Free in front of the net still. Frozen by Michalewski again. I don't think Bosco agreed with that one right away. Bosco at the face-off dot for the Jesuits. Faced off against Montesanto. Montesanto originally won the face, but the Jesuits coming away with the puck here. And here's Burke again. Burke with the puck, playing it across for Ayers at the end boards. Ayers hit in the corner. Bosco comes away with the open puck. Bosco backhands it, and now gets free to Ayers again. Baum sending it down towards the net. Puck still free. Looked to have been tipped in front by Bosco and just went wide, and that one caught in the shoulder of Michalewski.
And they're sending somebody, seems like they're sending somebody out here.
Yeah.
The goalie on the ground, all of his pads off. And
they're sending Luca Bosco into the box.
Looks like Bosco was on the outskirts of that, but my observation or my eyes have deceived me. 2 minutes in the box there for Bosco, and I mean, it's been almost a full period of just penalties here for the Jesuits. I believe it's 11 minutes total after this 2 minutes, so I mean, a lot of lost time here. It's really made it a close game here for the Falcons.
So the Falcons once again on the power play. Couldn't do anything on that 5 minute, but another one coming up here on the Falcons, and we'll go back to a 4-on-4. Falcons couldn't go 10 seconds without drawing a penalty of their own.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very, very
it's getting chippy here.
There's been a lot of extracurriculars in this game so far, and
Tommy, I don't know if you noticed, but at the end of the second period, as both teams were trying to get back to their locker rooms, there was a little bit of talk here in the neutral zone as well.
I actually did not notice that. Wow, that just adds a complete extra layer to how big this rivalry is against the Jesuits and the Falcons here. So, yeah, just huge chippiness every single time they play each other in any sport.
Yeah, so we're back to even here, a 4-on-4 rather than a 5-on-5. Both teams have a man in the box. Bosco's penalty was for slashing. Both penalties for each team are for slashing. Shahaz comes away with the puck, gives it off for Schwartz. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Over for Driscoll. He hits the crossbar. No goal called by the refs. That one was very close. And now the other way. Xavier scores and takes the lead.
Seems like there's bit more chippiness. Xavier went straight to the bomb squad there.
Yeah, there was a little talk to Rodrigue as well. Don't know about how I feel about that.
But yeah, just coast to coast there for Xavier. Huge goal there. I unfortunately did not see who it was for, but I mean, that Driscoll goal, as you said, it looked like it just went in.
Yeah, and Walsh now. Walsh is in the box with Bosco.
Yeah, Walsh there sort of went up and had some extracurriculars with some of the guys there on
after that
bomb
goal
squad.
though, Bosco should be out. Yeah, but that goal should take Bosco out of the box.
But it looks like, don't know.
Have a little confusion here from both squads.
But I mean, Xavier's really shown out this game so far, 3-2. I mean, it was 7-1 in their last meeting, albeit the Jesuits have had some injuries here and there and have been becoming acclimated to some of the players coming back. But I mean,
we said it,
either
Tommy.
way, they still have a lot of their big players.
Yeah, and we said it though. You can't underestimate a team going into a matchup ever, especially a playoff matchup.
But yeah, this is going to be 13 minutes worth of penalties here for the Jesuits. Well, actually, it's going to be 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Because, I mean, 45 seconds on the other one. I don't know why the Bosco penalty wasn't absolved there, making this 4-3.
But with the call by the refs, it's going to be a 4-on-3 man-up opportunity here for the Falcons. So definitely a couple odd scenarios going on here. But here's Hicks. Hicks trying to get in now. Trying to get some momentum, almost gets it around, but saved by Michalewski.
Hicks,
good checking here as Ayers tips it out of the air, gets it back into the Xavier zone. And unsportsmanlike conduct is the Walsh call after a bit of roughhousing. After the last Xavier goal. So 3-2 in favor of Xavier. 20 seconds left on the Bosco penalty. We'll make it 4-on-4, but then just near 10 seconds after that, we'll make it a 5-on-4 back in favor of Xavier.
Yeah, right as basically said it yourself, right as this penalty gets absolved. Great clear there from the Jesuits.
Yeah, here comes Reynolds.
It's going to turn on to another 5-on-4. They're about to be even, or not even now.
Yeah, so 5-on-4 power play for 32 seconds for the Falcons.
Seems like there was a little bit of an offsides call there. But yeah, the Jesuits getting hammered 3-2, 7:43 left in this period. They definitely need to heat it up now. I mean, they had a lot of momentum going into this, but Xavier, 2 unanswered goals. I know the Jesuits are feeding for one right now.
Yeah, they've got to be, as things are going to start to ramp up here speed-wise. That's going to be an icing on the Falcons. So a nice little break there for the Jesuits, being down a man with 25 seconds left before back to even. They'll get a face-off in Xavier's zone.
Yeah, but we got a huge line out here. Gavin Burke, Chris Sola, Brooks Reynolds, and it looks like Henry Schwartz.
Quick shot off the face-off is saved by Michalewski. Michalewski's game continues to get better and better as this game progresses.
Yeah, Michalewski, as you said, it just has been showing out tonight completely. had some huge highlight plays and has just been extremely consistent as well.
Sola sends a far shot down. Finds the open man. Schwartz, good speed though to get back and poke away the puck there and get it out of the stick of Dylan Tornio. Sent on net, paddled away by Rodrigo. Lost the puck for a second there, but now all centered away. Tie up in the far end. And Sola's helmet comes off. Sola's helmet comes off, and we've got a lot of stuff ready to be assessed.
A lot of stuff flying there. I believe it was not on camera there, but Sola's helmet came off. Looks like some, I mean, believe it or not when I say it, some punches were thrown from that Xavier player, but.
Yeah, and he will be heading to the box.
Looks like Sola will also be heading to the box there.
So we'll probably get offsetting penalties here for both teams as the Jesuits' second penalty by Walsh has expired. So we should be, if the Sola and Tornio penalties stay offsetting, then we will go back to 5-on-5 play.
Yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, these Jesuits, it's literally been a full period worth of penalties now. And, but Xavier has a 4-minute penalty here.
Yeah, so the penalty on Tornio will be a 4-minute minor, whereas Sola's 2-minute minor.
Or looks like some confusion with the scoreboard people. However, yeah, big hit there in the corner by Sola. Just something got sparked because of it. But the Jesuits definitely need to lock in as fast as possible right now. It seems like they're actually going to keep it a 5-on-5 here for the Jesuits and just.
Or no, I believe there are now 2 men in the box for Xavier compared to just Sola for the Jesuits. So Sola's and Tornio, I believe Sola and Tornio's penalty will be offsetting, but Xavier is going to have a 2-minute minor. So the Jesuits on the power play here. So the Tornio and Sola penalties offsetting, but a added on penalty for the Falcons gives the Jesuits a power play here for 2 minutes. As Reynolds now trying to set something up for his team. Hicks and Driscoll. Hicks has a little space, gives it off to Driscoll. Driscoll back down to Hicks. Hicks takes a shot. Looking for the tip was DeLuca, but able to glove it is Michalewski.
Yeah, really good shot there, and close tip there. I don't know if it was the tip that got it or just Michalewski on his own, but Hicks' shot seemed right on the money. Yeah, but just definitely need to get up a lot more shots here for the Jesuits. Very much needed here.
Xavier gets it out of their zone, but quickly able to recover is Driscoll. Sent down the boards. Rodriguez is going to stop it. Driscoll behind his own net collects. Driscoll losing control of the puck. Now it's DeLuca. DeLuca down the near boards. DeLuca trying to deke. DeLuca still with the puck, backhands it, just goes wide. And another penalty here is going to be on DeLuca. DeLuca's going to the box. This game's kind of been all over the place, and especially in this period has come to a head and gotten very physical and chippy. Both teams, these teams seeming to lose their patience a little bit. As now we'll go back once again for, I believe, the third time this period alone to 4-on-4 play for about a minute. Bosco takes it down the ice. High sticking is DeLuca's call, is the call on DeLuca. As Baum trying to find some room, backhands it going wide. Ayers in the corner now, tied up there with Gato. Ayers again now, trying to send it inside for Bosco. Five seconds left on the Xavier penalty. Sent down to Rodrigue. Rodrigue leaves it off. And now it's Burke. Burke looking to catch Xavier off on a change. Burke trying to get inside through a couple defenders, gets tied up, and it's Xavier the other way. Montesanto
throws that one right into the crowd there, but yeah, Burke, I mean, coast to coast there, went into, almost had another highlight play there if he was able to keep control of it, but the entire Xavier defense sort of just closed in on him like he was Nikola Jokic, and just completely messed him up there.
So face-off at center ice is one in favor of the Falcons. Here's Pooley now. Pooley left it off, sent back up, and Pooley again with the puck. Pooley trying to control it, can't. Mansky gets it now and goes across for his other captain, Hennessy, and Hennessy sends it down. Shahaj gets it out, but now it's Pooley. Chance here for the Jesuits. Pooley scores!
Huge goal there from the junior, Liam Pooley. The Jesuits need it there more than ever. Absolutely great goal. Lost a little bit of control of the puck at the beginning. Got me questioning myself, and then he shut my thoughts up real straight.
That's Pooley's first career varsity goal as Driscoll grabs the puck after that one, and that's a big one too.
Possibly in the moment that the Jesuits needed, and like almost the most so far in this season, Pooley came out and pulled through, tying the score to 3-3, Jesuits to the Falcons.
Xavier had a shorthanded goal earlier in this game, and Pooley answers back with a Jesuits' own shorthanded goal. What a goal by Liam Pooley. Had the 2-on-1 opportunity, didn't elect to pass it, and that turned out to be the right move for him. Sneaks that one past Michalewski, who very recently has not been letting anything get past him.
Yeah, it's great placement there from the junior. Was able to get it top right on that near side for the goalie, something that you'd expect less, and he completely sniped it. Just a great shot there from the junior.
Driscoll trying to get away with the puck here. Tied up in the half boards, puck comes free. Driscoll, can he race to get it? Poked away. Still able to collect his Reynolds. Now passing the blue line, gets it up for Schwartz. Schwartz's shot is saved by Michalewski. And Schwartz getting shoved after the whistle. A couple times he elects to leave it be.
Yeah, extremely chippy as you've seen, but yeah, the Jesuits now have a fire in their heart after such an electric goal there from Pooley. And Schwartz almost let in another one on Michalewski. Well, Michalewski almost let one in on Schwartz. So just a great play all around from the Jesuits in these last few minutes of this period, excuse me.
Puck sent up now. Xavier picking up some speed. As we've got a tie game 3-3 here, 3:22 to go in the game. Save there by Rodrigue. Trying to go back the other way. Schwartz pokes it forward for Reynolds. Reynolds backhands it, tries to give it up for Driscoll. But around the boards it goes. Reynolds trying to give it up. But here's DeFilio. DeFilio trying to send it off, poked away, stopped at the feet by Sola. Gato sends it down. Shahaj now. Gets down the ice. Schwartz is able to get it behind Xavier net. Schwartz still playing with it, backs it, hands it up, and now it gets free into the neutral zone. Bosco is going to send it across ice for Shahaj. Now Shahaj moving his way down the ice, trying to center it inside for Driscoll. Can't get through, but here's Bosco. Bosco, it's poked away. Good defensive play there by Anastasiadis. And the Jesuits will elect to send it down for an icing, and I think that was the right move there.
Yeah, most definitely. I heard Coach O'Hare calling his players in on 4 separate occasions on that. I mean, they were on the ice for a straight minute 45 there, almost 2 minutes at that, and just 147 dwindling down all the time in this game. Jesuits definitely need to make some good plays here, some smart moves.
Burke able to backhand it out of the corner. Trying to play it off the boards was Baum. Sola sends it back across for Baum. Baum makes a move. Trying to look for some space here. Baum has to cut back. Send it inside now. And we have a whistle as the net comes off of its hinges.
Yeah, the Jesuits, great rush there. Almost was able to get a goal. Great breakaway there. But Baum just wasn't able to control that puck. Some great defense there from that Falcon there that was guarding him. And, I mean, the Jesuits are in a very good position, taking a face-off right in front of goal, 126 left in the game. I mean, they just really need to keep possession and not make any slow or hesitant passes, because Xavier has been known to jump on them, and we've seen it on, I believe, like 3 different occasions. Which I believe Xavier would be less inclined to this late into the game, but you never know.
Bosco and Jarvis now at the faceoff, won by Bosco. Sola sending a shot on net, saved. Another shot going on net, saved again by Michalewski. Bosco collecting, passes it down towards the end boards. Puck comes free, Bosco trying to send it in front. Burke back in his own zone. Slaps it out. And off sides and a collision afterwards.
Oh my gosh, that may have been the goofiest collision I've ever seen in my entire life. I hope all the players involved in it are okay. But cross-ice pass, able to get that down, but Xavier, I don't know if they took one for the team with 53 left on that great rush opportunity, but I mean, I guess we'll never know. Well, could review the footage, but.
The Jesuits will get a change here for the forward line. Defensive pair remains Sola and Burke. Driscoll trying to get free. Turns back in front. Reynolds stops it, sends it down. Driscoll trying to backhand it inside, but the slap shot by Sola gets through! Chris Sola!
The senior!
34 seconds to go!
The senior captain getting the one-timer. Huge goal there for the Jesuits, bringing the lead up to 1 with, as you said, 34 seconds left in the period. There have been a lot of ups and downs there for this Jesuits defense, especially with Sola. And Sola out of the game, in the game, makes a huge difference. Huge goal there for the Jesuits. Wow.
Demoralizing goal for the Falcons.
He was winding up for so long, too.
Yeah, long wind up, long slap shot gets through traffic and past Michalewski. That's not one you expect Michalewski to allow in from seeing the way he's played all game.
I mean, those solo blue line shots are maybe some of my favorite prep hockey memories. And I mean, that shot from the second it was hit, from the second it was winded up, not even the second, for the 5 seconds he was holding his stick up in the air, I knew it was going in.
Yeah, that was one of those shots where you just had a feeling that thing was going to get through, and it did. Yeah. From that tie-up earlier in the period, back in the Jesuit zone, getting his helmet pulled off, to getting possibly the GWG. 34 seconds to play, however, though, we're going to get a face-off, and there's going to be some time here for Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier definitely need to get this puck off the face-off. I would say that's your number one priority, getting the puck initially and just going to work. I mean, everything's against you right now, and they definitely need to turn it up here.
Crunch time is now for both teams. Jesuits looking to hold strong. Xavier looking for some speed. Sent down, empty net, no icing. Puck in front, and that's a goal. Left, right in front for Schwartz. Terrible pull for the Falcons.
Yeah, that takes a near winnable game or tieable game into a 2-possession with 24 seconds left. As you said, that pulling of the goalie was
miscommunication there, possibly between Michalewski and the bench. But not only that, the refs called it no icing. So as Michalewski was basically at his bench, refs call no icing. Too far gone for Michalewski to get back to the net, and the puck's left right in front for Schwartz to tap it in.
I mean, that was just one of the easiest goals of Henry Schwartz's career.
Even he shrugged after as well.
He literally did. Wow.
"20 seconds to go here. 5-3 lead for the Jesuits.
Yeah, 2 absolutely demoralizing goals. The pulling of, oh my gosh.
And
Michalewski, I mean.
But it looks as though that will pretty much do it. And the game-winning goal coming at the hands of Chris Sola. Henry Schwartz with the nail in the coffin. 5 seconds to go here. Puck gets free, and that will do it. Jesuits, after being down multiple times in this game, 1-0 and 3-2 down in this game, they fight back. The goal by Pooley to tie it up, and then the game-winning goal by Chris Sola to end it in favor of the Jesuits, and the Jesuits will advance to Bennett Ice Rink this Friday to face off against the winner of Notre Dame West Haven and Notre Dame Fairfield in the SCC Championship.
Yeah, I mean, that goal from Sola, I mean, just a whole lot of action during this third period. A lot of penalties, a lot of goals, a lot of lead changes. It was a constantly changing narrative. But, I mean, Chris Sola was just able to absolutely, and especially Liam Pooley, getting it tied for the Jesuits, and then Sola just inserting that dagger, and then Schwartz nailing that coffin. Just a great, great play there from the Jesuits.
Yeah, what not only, besides the goals, what a third period of action. The physicality, the chippiness, once again, the goals, the energy, just everything by the fans, the teams, everything was top-notch there in that third period. Yep. Xavier, that will do it for them, at least in these SCC playoffs. We'll see what they look like come state playoff time, but the Jesuits advance to look will look to win an SCC championship before heading to state playoffs on Friday night.
Yeah, it seems like, Xavier, really hard-fought game. Everything was against them going into this, and it seems like they were just completely changing that narrative. They came out, and they came out strong. That first breakaway goal, huge there, answered by Gavin Burke. And then they were just able to get 2 more on the Jesuits, increasing the lead, making it harder and harder for them to come back, especially during that third period. And, the Jesuits just had 3 unanswered goals. So huge there for the Jesuits, especially Sola. Yeah. Huge goal there from Sola.
Huge goal from Chris Sola. And not to mention, Liam Pooley, first career varsity goal coming in the SCC semifinal to tie it up.
Yeah, I would argue that was
the game changer.
Most definitely. Fortunately not.
But I believe in just a few short moments, we're going to try to get an interview with our player of the game,
Chris Sola. If we do get Sola. But yeah, I got to say it again, that blue line shot.
The wind up.
Wind it up for literally 5 seconds. No joke. And, yeah, just Pooley getting that goal. Then Sola, I swear I saw him drooling, sitting there with his stick up like, I'm ready. And just absolutely rips it after.
He's wanted one. I saw him looking for a couple slap shots in this game as well, so he definitely was looking for one here tonight, and he got it to cash in.
Yeah, and especially after that goal where Xavier, the Falcons, went straight up to the bomb squad to increase it. I believe it was that 3-2 goal. It seemed like it was sort of over. Then Sola in the same corner was just getting absolutely pinned down. Rumor says I saw some punches being thrown by that Xavier player. Could be wrong. Could be my eyes deceiving me again. Yeah, just a rumor. And, helmet off at the lowest of lows, and Sola was just able to bring himself up to that level once again.
Highs.
Wow, just rags to riches. Chris Sola.
Truly.
Third period.
I'm going to be honest, Tommy. For a couple minutes there, I was thinking, oh, we're going to overtime. We're going to overtime for sure.
Yeah,
but then Chris Sola had other plans.
I believe it was 3:37 left on the clock. Whenever it was that 3-3, we're getting zoomed in on currently.
I think we are.
Yeah, that was my end. Wow, that's cool. But yeah, it was 3:37, 3 minutes left, or tied game 3-3, and as you said, I thought it was OT bound. Then it was 1:47, same exact thing, and we're able to get that overtime goal in that empty net.
Okay, so if you're still sticking around, stick around a little bit longer. We're going to take a little break, but we'll be back in a couple minutes with our Chris Sola interview. So we will be back in just a few. If you could stay, we'd love to have you.
About 5.
All right, sorry everyone, but I think Chris Soul is maybe partying a little too hard in the locker room there. The whole Jesuits team after their big win and getting ready for their game on Friday, that we sadly cannot get you an interview with Chris Soul tonight. But thank you everyone if you're still here listening in. Thank you for joining us tonight for this 5-3 Jesuits victory over the Xavier Falcons. And we will possibly see you Friday.
Yeah, but hopefully, yeah, we should have that stream. But thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. And
once again, I'm Phineas Wright, joined alongside with
Tommy Berry.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
This is Brandon Cleary with Fairfield Prep Media Team. This is Max Mahalov. How do you feel coming into Friday's game against West Haven, and what can we improve on coming to the game?
Sunday West's been our rivals for I don't know how long, but I mean, we haven't played the best against them this year. Every year it seems like we're always in the SCC championship against them. This is, I think, the third or fourth year in a row. We lost last year in the SCC championship. Hopefully we can come out with a W, but it's all about just consistency, making sure that we're not playing sloppy. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Anything you noticed that we can improve on during the game today?
Just gotta keep on to the puck, work on the forecheck a little bit, making some solid hits, but too many of them, I feel like. We gotta play more clean, but ND West is a dirty team. They're very physical. I don't want to say dirty. They're very physical, I should say. And we just got to make sure that we play well.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.